Okay, I'm gonna be beginning the stream right now, so if you're in, just drop a chat message so I can see if you're there. The concurrent viewers can be off as well as just extremely delayed, so the only way for me to really know if anyone's watching is if you're chatting or something, to know for sure anyways. At least with fewer than, like, say, 2 watchers, 2 or fewer. So I guess I'm just gonna get started. There's not really much other choice. I'd hope to get more people watching. Looks like I may have one person, so at least I'm not completely alone, but I think I just picked a really bad time to stream. So I guess we're just gonna get started then. Okay, I should be in game now. Hopefully we'll get sound. Okay, I'm just gonna check everything and make sure the sound's working correctly, and I'll get into the game. Okay, I'm just gonna check everything and make sure the sound's working correctly, and I'll get into the game. Okay, everything looks fine. I'm just going to check the audio levels now. Alright. Yeah, that looks good, because it was a little quiet. I raised the game volume. Hopefully that helps. Okay, everything looks fine. I'm just going to check the audio levels now. So, sorry, I'm a bit rusty. I've never streamed that much, and, oh, I'm gonna have to mute that. Ugh. Okay, as I was saying, sorry about that. I'm a little rusty. I've never been streaming all that regularly, and so this is kind of, I don't know. I probably don't have anyone even watching to explain any of this to, but just sorry about the hiccups. I've never been much of a streamer, and I definitely haven't streamed much in a while, and it was a little bit different setup. I had to relearn a little bit of stuff. And I was not too happy about that, honestly, but not like I can really do much about it now. So I'm just gonna try to get through this as quickly as possible. This is really, this is just filler in case some people join in later in the stream for Chex Quest 3, because I've already streamed Chex Quest 1 and 2. I think I've even streamed them on Twitch, so that would be twice. I know I streamed Chex Quest 1 on Twitch. But hopefully everything looks acceptable. I really should be archiving this right now, so I'm just gonna get that going. That'll just take a second. Okay, so I believe I have that going currently, which is good. So I think we're good to go from here. I can just keep streaming. If anyone joins in, you can go ahead and just drop a few chat messages, just so I know you're there. Ask questions, just whatever, and I'll answer it. Just try to keep the chat appropriate. I didn't categorize this as a kids stream because I tend to say words like retard, and I don't know how YouTube thinks about that. Plus, you know, generally it's just not a good thing to be categorized as a kids channel right now on the current YouTube climate. So I'm just, you know, it's I think it said it's made for adults, obviously not age restricted. This should be fine for any kids to watch, but I'm not sure about the specifics of what YouTube wants kids content to be, because again, I do say a few words that aren't, like, I don't consider them bad words like retard, but you know, if I do say them, I don't want, and I categorize this as a kids channel and that goes against their policies, I don't want to get in trouble for that, so it's just safer for me to categorize this as a as not made for kids. It's not categorized as an adult stream. I said that wrong. It's just categorized as not made for kids. But that's mainly just because I'm not familiar as I should be with YouTube's policies. I'm really honestly not a fan of YouTube's policies. They're becoming a lot like Twitch in the worst possible way. I've never been a fan with how on Twitch you're not allowed to criticize other people on the platform, and it's basically getting to that point on YouTube because they'll just call it bullying. And I'm just really not a big fan of that. It kind of makes me angry. It seems like borderline censorship. Like, you can't criticize people for their actions. That's bullying. Like, alright, they have made it specific, like, you can't criticize, like, hey, look at this person with their messed up tooth or whatever. But it's also to a point where I just went down the same one. Well, at least it brought me back here. But I don't know. It's riding a thin line that I don't like. And I know Twitch is like, basically you can't talk bad about other creators. And I'm really not a fan of that at all. I think you absolutely should be allowed to. However, it is their website, so they can do whatever they want. And I don't think it's good. I would do it differently, but it's well within their right, and I wouldn't change that. So, just to clarify, I'm not a fan of their policies. However, I completely respect their right to do whatever they do. I am, however, a little bit curious as to at what point does a social media platform stop being private, because of the just the large amount of people that use social media. It seems to me a little bit naive to say that they're private because they're owned by a private company. Like how many? I think any main social media platform is objectively more public than any actual physical space you could visit. So it kind of boggles my mind that can still be considered a private platform. I really do think some of our laws definitely need to be more adapted to a digital age. Obviously, I'm a pretty big advocate of freedom of speech. I think people should be allowed to say what they want, so long as they're not threatening people or inciting violence, or like the classic example of yelling fire in a crowded movie theater. Obviously stuff like that, it doesn't apply. But as far as like political opinions and stuff like that, I think anything should go. Obviously, in some settings, some stuff's not appropriate, and I respect that. At the same time, though, as far as like legal consequences, unless you are in a private business or something that can be classified as a private setting, I think it should be okay for people to have their own rules that they enforce. But as a whole, pretty big fan of freedom of speech. So, now that I've run out of that to talk about, what else is new? Well, I ordered Tyrannosaurus Tex, which is an obscure Game Boy Color first-person shooter, sort of like Wolfenstein 3D technology. I think it is a raycaster, but it doesn't scale sprites, I don't believe, because I don't think the Game Boy Color could do that. Probably has some predetermined stuff. I don't know. Maybe a coprocessor. I doubt it. I don't know much about the technical stuff. What I do know is it seems to be the only legitimate first-person shooter ever designed for the Game Boy Color, which makes me upset that it never released. However, Pico Interactive, I believe, bought the rights to it, and they've released some physical cartridges of it, and I've ordered one. And they accidentally sent me the wrong thing, and they said I could keep it if I wanted. It was some Game Boy Advance game that I looked up, also never officially released. They're both finished games that just couldn't get a publisher. The developers couldn't convince a publisher to publish the games. So I'm also probably going to invest in some ROM dumping equipment. I do not in any way intend to distribute that ROM. I want to make that very clear. But I do, however, want to capture high-quality footage, and for my own archival purposes, I would like to have a copy of that ROM in my, I would like to have that in my possessions. To be clear, I haven't done it. and I'll certainly look into any laws before doing it, and if I find that it's illegal for me to do that, I don't think it is, but I will double check, then I will not go through with that. I'm just kind of covering my rear in case, you know, something like that is illegal. I want to make it fully clear. I will look into it before I do it, just to make sure. So if it is illegal, I'm not going to do it. However, I would like just to get clean footage. I don't have a GameCube, I don't have a Game Boy player, so getting good footage would be difficult. Plus, to get good footage from that, you need like RGB cables and a custom firmware, I believe, and that's how you get the best results. So, and that would be a bigger investment than getting some ROM dumping equipment, dumping the ROM, and just getting footage off of an emulator. However, I have done some refurbishing work on my Game Boy Color, specifically for that game. So, because I have a Kiwi green Game Boy Color, and it's the first game console I've ever owned. And I didn't get it when it was new. It was probably 2014 or 15 when I got it. I've always been kind of a fan of retro games. There's just something I find interesting. So, that's that. I plan to get that, and I will review that. I'll be releasing a Chex Quest review very shortly. After this stream. My main goal is I have to stream Chex Quest 3 first, so that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just trying to get that out of the way. I don't remember all the optimal paths. It's been a while since I played, so things are not probably going to go as smoothly as they should. Or I wouldn't say as they should, as they would if I were more familiar with the game, but I will try my best. As you can see, I've gone down to a pistol start, so that's going to slow me down for this level at least, which makes me a little bit upset because I had a large area Zorcher, which definitely would have helped out with the boss fight, but maybe I can find another one. In fact, I know where another one is in the final level, so that'll be fine. Really, I just need to get my hands on a better weapon for here, and this looks like just the thing. Sorry if I'm talking a million whatevers, just talking a lot. Just trying to make sure there's not any dead air here. It doesn't matter. I don't think anyone's watching anyways, so I could just say nothing, but I'm just hoping that somebody will tune in. And I will be streaming all 3 games. I'm going to try to get through this as quickly as possible so I can move on to Chex Quest 3. So I'll try to get this one done. I think we're through quite a few levels. I think we may only have one after this. But don't quote me on that, I could be wrong. No promises, obviously, because my memory's not perfect and it's been a while. I used to know this game like the back of my hand, pretty much. Not that I knew every secret, but I knew some, like, I knew some secrets. I never knew all of them, but I could just get through with, you know, relative ease just because I knew everything well enough. But if I'm not mistaken, I am about to enter the final level. And if I look at the time, I've been going for about 10 minutes, so I'm taking about twice as long as I was hoping. If I were a bit more familiar, maybe I could have gotten through the first 2 games in 10 minutes, but it looks like it's going to be more like 20. I think it's going to be possibly no lower than 30 for the 3rd game. The difficulty is significantly higher there, and I will be save stating there probably, just because I'm live streaming and I want to get this done in a timely fashion. So that's that. As far as uploading, I'm aware I haven't uploaded frequently. I'm not going to make any promises anymore, because every time I do that, I end up letting you guys down, and I just feel retarded for it. I genuinely do feel like kind of bad about it, because it's like, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to get into making regular videos, and then I don't, because honestly, I can't find the drive to do it. It's not, like, part of me wants to sometimes, in fact, a lot of times, but it's like, as far as once I actually get down to getting it done, it just never materializes. So, Chex Quest 2 now. And I'm going to be doing these all on Super Slimy. So, that's mainly, it's the only way to get any challenge out of this game. Chex Quest 3, though, is the exception. It's genuinely has a difficulty spike, which I am personally a fan of. I feel like on Super Slimy you get a pretty challenging experience. Even on, what are the difficulties? I don't remember them all. I'd imagine even on Extreme Ooze and Gobs of Goo that you would get a decent enough challenge. You know, not like Doom or anything like that, but you know, this, as far as a Chex Quest game, 3 is the hardest. So I am gonna switch to the regular Zorcher just to save what little ammo I can. So I also want to do some Hypercharge Unboxed videos. I want to finish, I want to do Chapter 2 of The Adventures of Square. I've had some setbacks for a couple of reasons that I guess I can get into now because I've got nothing else to talk about. There was a power-up up there, which I pretty much don't need. I'm at 176 health, so I'm just going to wing it from here. Hope this turns out well, or at least passably. But Chex Quest 2 received a major facelift for the Chex Quest 3 release. I'm not entirely familiar with all the versions and stuff, but what I do know is the current version of Chex Quest 3 that you get comes with 1 and 2 with quite a few just little enhancements, you know. The original Chex Quest always looked pretty nice, but Chex Quest 2 looked a little bit unfinished. As far as like where it counts, as far as level design and stuff, things were pretty good, but from a visual standpoint, it just didn't feel as polished. And Chex Quest 3 really changes that, which I like. It's nice to see the game get a nice facelift. I love the retro style graphics, but the levels were just maybe a bit too, not maybe, they were too sparse on detail. And you know, it's a free game. I'm not complaining. In fact, I'm actually very happy that that they've gone into of just enhancing all the levels. That's amazing. Like, just the fact that Chex Quest 3 exists at all is cool. And yeah, I really hope Chex Quest HD comes out. Anyways, got way distracted. I was gonna be talking about Adventures of Square Chapter 2, why it hasn't come yet. Basically, I'm lazy and stupid. So somehow I deleted the footage I recorded the second level of Chapter 2 of Square. And then there was a new version that came out. Well, first I was like, okay, gonna have to start over, clear the first level, then re-record the second level, because I didn't save the start of that level, or I overwrote the save or something. It was just a perfect storm of my own retardation. So it was just basically it's all centers around me being incompetent at whatever it is I do, which is almost nothing. That's what I do. So if you wanted to hear that, that's I'll just say it. Probably not going to be the only time I'll say it, but I am just not good at doing whatever it is I do. What even do I do? Well, I upload very infrequently for one, and I occasionally do live streams that get literally like no one watching. So I think this may amount for... Oh yeah, that's something else I can talk about. So Square 2 should be coming soon, provided I don't just become unmotivated. You know, it's kind of dumb because it's like, I want to make my channel, I want to grow it and stuff, and then when it comes to actually doing the work, you know, it's like, I'm like, I don't really want to do it. And then part of my brain's like, what are you, retarded? You said you wanted to do it. You were all excited. You wrote all these ideas. You literally have more videos than you could ever make in ideas. But as soon as you have the opportunity to make them, you're just like, nah, I'd rather play video games or watch something or do something just generally completely unproductive. And, you know, it's one of life's many mysteries. Why am I retarded? I understand that some people may be retarded, man. This is why you should not live stream in whatever mental state I am in right now. So, I understand some people are offended by the use of the word retarded. Now, this is strictly the only way I use the word retarded. Alright, I use it to describe people who act stupid without a legitimate reason, you know, like they don't have some sort of a brain defect or whatever. They are just acting stupid even though they have a perfectly functioning, healthy brain and access to knowledge. And basically, I use it as a placeholder for ignorant. So, if you're offended by that, whatever. I'm sorry for your, no, I'm not sorry, but whatever. Oh, come on. Okay, good, I have enough ammo anyways, because I missed the pickup there. So, I think, I'll be doing a best of compilation. I'll try to get it out on the, is it 4-year anniversary of my channel? Ugh, I don't even want to think about that, it's been 4 years. Although, once I go back to my first videos, I'm like, yeah, it's been 4 years. But it's like, thinking about it where I am right now, it's like, shouldn't have been 4 years ago. It really doesn't feel like it was. But it was, so, thank you for that. I actually wanted that. I like having, not fun and getting hurt. That's what I like. So, Hypercharger Unboxed, I want to do some videos on that, probably a review. I've got a lot of reviews that I want to do, but the problem is anything that requires even the slightest bit of effort, I'm basically not going to do. And it's not, it's just like I can't find the motivation to do it. It sounds stupid, I know, it sounds really stupid. And I admit, it's stupid, it's me being stupid. But that doesn't change the fact that I don't really feel like doing whatever thing it is that at one point I actually did really want to do. I've just become pretty burnout on YouTube, and really not from doing much, because, you know, as soon as I started putting effort into my videos, I just completely just stopped uploading. And I think this is going to go down as, well, I think 2019 is the year I uploaded the least. I can double check that and verify that, but I'm pretty sure it is. On the bright side, though, that'll make a best of compilation easier to do. So at least there's that. But I really want to get a bunch of videos just pumped out before I do that. Probably best of compilation, but you know, if I can get some more good bits in there, then it'll be worth it. So where are we at now? If I look here, 18 minutes. So I believe I am more or less on schedule for being 20 minutes in to start Chex Quest 3. So hopefully I can get through Chex Quest 3 swiftly, and hopefully I don't run out of things to talk about, because that's very well possible. So, you know, basically I want to make videos, but at the same time I don't want to make videos, so, you know, take that for what it's worth, whatever that means. Something stupid, I know, but, you know, you don't know, but I say you know, because I'm bad at talking. I say things, like, that's a perfect example. I say things for no reason. They just become a part of my speech pattern. And, it's unbelievably hard to stop. It's incredibly annoying for myself, and I'm sure for anyone who, ever has to pay attention to me for any length of time. I apologize. On the bright side, I think this genuinely may be some of the best, you know, dry, cynical humor I've ever done on the spot, so I think this will actually be pretty good for my best of compilation, but past that, I don't know. Chex Quest 3, we're almost there. I think we've got another level after this, but I'm gonna go ahead and, oh, that was a secret? No, it's not. I meant to say, oh, that wasn't a... Yeah, oh, that wasn't a secret was what I meant to say, but you know. You don't know, and I just said that again, I'm sorry. Bruh, that's all I have to say. Okay, that worked out perfectly, so, I don't know what that button just did, but I believe I can just yeet out here. No, I can't. No, I can't. Can I can't back there. I don't even know what that did. I actually think I know where I'm supposed to go, though. So I took the yellow door. This is not good. Okay. We're free now. So, if I'm not mistaken, we go up here. For some reason, I seem to be slightly more familiar with Chex Quest 2 than Chex Quest 1, because I know I played Chex Quest 1 more. I like it more. But, honestly, I like the game as a whole. I think my favorite is the first. Close second is the second, and then the third, it's really neat, but ultimately I never enjoy it as much. It gets a bit more frantic. Chex Quest is kind of a relaxing game for me. Even though it may look a little frantic, for the most part, other than like what's happening right now, which is a little bit tense, it can be pretty relaxing. So, you know, I'll just take care of this problem the easy way. And I still don't have the LOZ, and I think I just skipped a secret where I could get it, but whatever. So, final level, speedrun time. Hopefully this is the right door. Now this level, I've never known all that well, but I think I got it right the first time. I'm just gonna jump, I don't care. Normally I'd be like, oh, that's cheating. But if it's a setback that minor, like, bypassing doors is, I guess, where I'll draw the line here. It's not like I'm adhering to any speedrunning rules or anything. It's just the way I personally play the game. Saving myself a couple of seconds just felt like, you know, preferable to inconveniencing myself a couple seconds. That's paper thin. Never noticed that before. That is going to bother me for the rest of my days. Thank you, Chex Quest 2. I actually had to think about that. See, anytime... My brain is apparently, like, self-autonomous. It can just... not my brain, my mouth. It can just keep on going. But whenever I have to think, there's, like, a noticeable delay. So if you think I'm thinking, I'm not. But whenever you hear a delay and then I start to talk again, that means I finally just thought of something and I'm not just letting my brain run independently from my mind. Went the wrong way. I'm not supposed to be here yet. Oh, wait. What? Okay. I've messed something up. I haven't messed something up. I've missed something. So, I'm just pulling out this because, okay, that's what I missed. Okay. Not too bad of a setback, honestly. My controls are weird because this is genuinely, like, the first Chex Quest. Not the first. It's the copy of Chex Quest I played the most, or back in the day. And, I have Q bound to sprint and shift to crouch. It's the dumbest thing ever, and I have auto run on, which is just irritates me now. But, you know, I was like, it would just be easier and quicker just to go with it than it would be to try to fix it, you know. Just get the show on the road already. Okay, there we are. Noticed it was seeming to take an awful long time to get there. Okay, so I am working on a Chex Quest mod project. Well, I say am working. I'm not working on it right now. Took a break from it throughout December to work on videos, which ironically I never wound up doing. So I just wasted time pretty much. So I was about to say in my defense and say something that shouldn't qualify as a defense, and thankfully I stopped myself so you guys can all thank me for not putting you through that. Yeah. I'm actually really happy with this video. It may sound like I'm really unhappy right now, but it's fun to act like this. It's just fun. I'm having fun today. I love how it doesn't sound sincere at all, but I'm actually... This is probably the most I've enjoyed doing YouTube in, like, 2 or 3 years, so... yeah, that sounds sad, I know. Okay, so... I want to get through this quick, so I'm just going to do that and just take care of business from here. These guys shouldn't even be that bad. I used to think they were, but then I was like, yeah, they're not that bad. So, in Chex Quest 3, because this is a modified version of the rocket, because they didn't change any weapons, but in Chex Quest 3, they disabled splash damage. And, like, why? I don't know. I guess because none of the other Zorchers are capable of damaging the player. So, that's Chex Quest 2. Now for Chex Quest 3, the main event here. However, nobody is here to watch, so that's so epic. It'll be fine, it'll be fine. So what I figured out here, I did play just the first level, just to kind of familiarize myself. And this level usually, like, wipes me out, which is just because of bad strategy. I found out just take it slow, and things go fine, for the most part. Obviously, I'm going to need that, take that, but kind of a pseudo pacifist route is kind of the best, where you shoot every now and then, or Zorch, whatever. Okay. So yeah, the Chex Quest project, I have it set to release in a year, and you know, I can cut back the ambition to make that deadline, but I'd rather delay it. I can do both, obviously, but I want to produce a good result. I would not turn down help. If someone offered to help me with it, and I think I have gotten an offer, and I need to work out stuff, see what they can do, and see if they'll be a good fit for what I want. But okay, I'm gonna need to grab some stuff. There's a health thing right up here, and I needed that for sure. Okay, so Chex Quest project. It's pretty ambitious. I don't know if I want to go into detail right now. I will if I can think of literally nothing else to talk about, because it's a little bit exhausting to think about. It's a project I think I genuinely may finish, but I'm not sure if I'll finish it on time. I was hoping to get some interest, and I have, but as far as help, I've only had one person offer, and again, I don't know what their abilities are. I'd assume I could put them to use for something, but I don't know what their experience is. Literally did not hear them until they commented on my video offering for help. So if you're watching this, I'm sorry I haven't responded yet. I do intend to. I certainly could use the help, depending on what your skills are, obviously, but I'd imagine even a novice could help me out, because everything I've taught myself about Doom Engine mapping is pretty much entirely self-taught. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I don't know what on earth I was talking about, but, you know, we'll just keep... Okay, I'm sorry about that, but, I'm back now. Hopefully things go smoothly. Just had a couple quick interruptions, which I'd already figured that might end up being the case. What am I done now? Oh yeah, I went the wrong way, that's what I did. Smart. Let's see. I think I do have to go this way, actually. I think I messed it up, that's what happened. Okay. Oh no, I didn't mess up, I went through the wrong door. Okay, so this guy's here, and I could fight him, but I'm not going to. So I'm just going to try to bypass the rest of this level as quickly as I can, but grab some pickups that I need pretty badly. Okay. So now that we're finally in Chex Quest 3, which is what I haven't live streamed in like 6 months, and I said I would like 6 months ago. So, epic. I have an epic schedule that is amazing. I know I'm so great. Okay, so this is already not going great, but we'll have to figure it out as it goes. I really need to grab some of that health. Okay. I'm just gonna try to get through this as quickly as possible, because at this point I'm a little bit tired of live streaming, to be honest, which is funny considering I haven't done any of it for, I think, 6 months. Oh yeah, I don't have the blue key yet. That just cost me, that was pretty epic what just happened. I know I need to stop saying epic. It was maybe mildly amusing the first time, but, you know, it's just... This is just what happens when I try to make myself do stuff, I guess. Okay. I'm just gonna be using saves and things of that nature to get through effectively, because I don't want to get set back too much. I do want to get through this quickly. So hopefully this doesn't have any technical problems. It looks alright. The streaming quality looks garbage, but, you know, looks like oh, I did it again. Okay, so I wish I could do something to make the streaming quality better, but you know, it's just what I've got right now. At least the latency isn't bad. I need to get through. Okay. I'm not even gonna bother wasting ammo. Sorry if there's brief points where I'm not talking. If I can't reach my push to talk button and it's a frantic moment, then I'll opt instead just to get through that little segment and then find the button. I can't recommend push to talk enough, because when you're streaming, especially if you don't like live on your own, it just makes it so much easier to make sure that interruptions are minimal, so you can keep, you know, somewhat of a professional thing going on. Oh man. Okay, I did make that save, that's good. So I think I could just wing that and maybe make it. So I'm gonna try that. Okay. I figured out that doesn't even get me anywhere anyways, so I don't know why I thought it would. Just gotta go this way. This is probably pretty much where the stream's gonna cease to be any amount of entertaining, because I'm just gonna be focused on getting through as quickly as possible. Ammo, basically any. Oh, got Ferocious Fragilis saying, "Hey butt, stinky butt, smelly butt." Worthwhile insight as always. I think I'm completely out of ammo now. This is a amazingly. Oh, poopy butt. Thank you. You've really enhanced this stream with your presence. I'm a little bit surprised you even tuned in. Okay. Now, there is going to be a delay between when you ask a question and when I see it, and then there's also, in addition to that, just a streaming delay. Seems like not epic was a good idea, because if I overrode epic, I think I'd be stuck there. Come on. Yeah, I've decided this is not fun and was not a good idea to do Super Slimy live. In fact, it was the opposite of a good idea, honestly. It was bad, not smart. So I'm just gonna rely on not epic in case something goes wrong. Dummy, but okay. I actually prefer that to the other stuff you said. I find that slightly more funny than what you said. Message retracted. Oh, did you misspell butt? Is that what it was? You were embarrassed about it? Okay. That makes me mad, which is what I just did. Okay. Okay, all I need to do is get to the yellow door. Jeez, this is not working out well. It's a good thing I decided to use saves, because I actually I was stupid and genuinely thought about doing this pistol start without saving. Don't question my methods. I don't think I questioned it, I just said, I bet you deleted that because you're embarrassed about misspelling butt, because I think you spelled butt with one T, but I'm not sure. Well, it's a good thing we have someone watching now, because there was no one before. I predict this is just going to become like a chain of like 89 saves by the end of this, but you know, you don't know, I said that again, I'm sorry. But I think things just got a lot more epic. So the part I'm not looking forward to is the train, but I am just gonna jump through that, because like, let's be honest, what else are you supposed to do on a difficulty like this? Of course, I'm expecting you guys to know these levels. None of you play this. You might watch the videos of it, but I can guarantee that you don't play this. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, and I wasted that too. That's amazing. You know, it takes a lot of talent to be as stupid as I am, I suppose. I hope I saved. If I didn't, I was dumb. Okay, I did. Honestly, I think jumping over is genuinely a worse strategy than not jumping over. Okay. I think things will actually be ever so slightly more manageable now, so that's good. Okay. I think this just might work out. So let me see how long I've been streaming. 42 minutes. Not bad. I think I just might have this wrapped up by an hour. Probably not, but seems like a legitimate possibility. Stupid, but I like the spelling of that. I genuinely like the spelling of that. S-T-O-O-P-I-D. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but that's funny. So, I'll give you that one. Ferocious Fragilis, you're probably the funniest thing that's happened on this live stream, so you can get a medal for that, I suppose. Oh, that was... good job I didn't save or anything. Good job on my behalf. Because, you know, saving would just be too cautious. It would turn out too well if I did that. Okay. I'm just gonna try that again because I accidentally hit the wrong button. Okay. You know, if I did have stuff to talk about, I'd officially be out of it right now because of the fact that this has gotten frantic enough that I can't keep track of what I'm trying to say. This weapon is easily the best in the game. I agree. The large area Zorcher, I don't know. I kind of just prefer this weapon. I like it. It's rapid, has some generous auto aim. It's just kind of obliterates everything. I know on a technical sense, the large area Zorcher is superior. But as far as like what's more fun to use, it's usually this. Ah, I thought I had it that time for a little bit. I figured out I had messed up, but just for a second I had hope. I think my mistake is wanting to get this, but the problem is I want to get that, so. Sorry if some of my sentences get cut off at the end. I frantically move over to the escape button to get everything saved in its current state, so things can't get, you know, so basically I might actually have a shot at getting this done. So I don't remember this maze at all, and it's horrible to navigate. See, this is where you come in and you get line defs, and you just set it as, like, you make them invisible barriers so you don't have this awful choppiness when you brush into one and it just kills your momentum. But, you know, not to tell whoever it is that mapped this how to map or anything, but they did it wrong. That wasn't good. I don't think I'm going to save strictly because of that. Did I even get anything out of that? Nope. So, just load. Hopefully you guys could even hear me. I think I may have had the button. May not have been pressing it enough, but that would be so epic if that were the case. Because, is there even anything in here, or is it just some health stuff? I think there's supposed to be a key in here. Yep, here it is. Okay, that mystery solved. I'll have to do that again though, because that's not acceptable, unless I can somehow manage to squeeze through. Okay. Now I remember the secret, and okay, there's the large areas orchard, that's good. You should play Pokemon Fire Red or Leaf Green and Fishy Butt. I missed that message. No. And no, we can't hear you. Well, yeah, I'm silent sometimes, but... Okay, what did I do? Oh, I'm supposed to go back. It's amazing how my brain doesn't work. Scientists are actually baffled by how I can actually function with a brain as dormant of any activity as mine. Okay, I'm gonna assume... Okay, yep, that was a good assumption. I didn't say what it was, but it turned out to pay off in my favor. What I was gonna say is, I'm gonna assume that, I should just go for the red key, because I don't think whatever's there will be worth it, and it was just armor, which I could use, but I find right now health more important. And, something that would just help out here a little bit, and I do mean this, I think it would enhance this level, is if there was a line def that blocked enemies noticing your presence, like block sound and stuff over there. So I'm not just literally walking into a death trap that already has like congregated at the front to meet me. Okay. Oh, come on. This is genuinely the worst circumstances I could do this under, except I have the LOZ, so... yeah. Oh man, I even got him too. That was annoying. Okay, 1 health. Ugh, that's horrible. What do we have here? No health. That's good. Didn't need health. Yeah, this is gonna work out really well. That's why I didn't save again, because I figured 6 health just might be enough to get me through. Which button? 7 is the LOZ. Okay. Okay. I can deal with that, I think. We gotta be just getting somewhere by now. Oh man, really? Okay, I think my only hope is if I can just somehow avoid these, and that's gonna pretty much be completely RNG. Oh, come on. Maybe a little strategy, but mostly RNG, which stands for random number generation if you don't know. It's not a demonic acronym, don't worry. I mean, it practically seems demonic, because RNG is literally one of the dumbest things. In this sort of case it is, because it's like... why do the enemies have to be so much faster? I kind of just do it because it's possible, like I can do it. So... okay. That was probably a big waste of ammo and other things, but... okay. What did I... oh no, I didn't even get anything, so I missed something, I believe. At this point, I'm pretty sick of this. If I were ever to do this again, I certainly would not select that difficulty. Okay, that's what I missed. Finally. I was trying to figure that out. Okay. I think that should get us through a good amount of this level, thankfully. In case you haven't figured it out, there's not going to be much talking at this part of the stream, because I'm just trying to focus on getting through. Oh, thanks, that was great. Okay, we're just slowly but surely getting through this level, and after that there's just one more, and I think it's actually a little bit easier than this, but I'm not 100% sure. Oh, that was such luck. I'm taking basically any secret I can get because I just want to get through this. Okay, I remember this part. I'm just gonna say no. That's what I'm gonna do. Just to try to get through with a little more health. I think... Oh, man. Okay, we're almost there. The final level. Finally. If you couldn't tell, I'm getting pretty tired, so can't wait to have this over with. Oh, we're almost through to the end. Okay, all we have to do is make it into the red area. Red area. Hopefully that's it. Okay, good. Oh, come on. So now you guys may have an appreciation for me getting through Chex Quest 3 at all. This has been quite an ordeal. Man, we're an hour and 25 minutes in. So we're almost finished. Come on. I can almost have him. Come on. Come on. Oh, come on. Okay. Okay. I think I'm just gonna do one thing, and it's a bit of a cheap shot, I know, but, you know, we're... What else? What other options do I have, really? other than to just do this. I could have grabbed some from there, actually. I did not see that. Now this will teleport me back in. Okay, all I need to do, come on, I just need to get low Z. Oh my goodness. I did it. Oh man, we're through. Man. Well, I hope the 6-month wait was worth it. The Chex Quest 3 portion of this, which is the whole point I streamed, is practically unwatchable because most of the time I'm not even saying anything. So that's totally epic and radical. Well, I would normally go through an outro or something, but I just want to get this over with. That's it. That's the video. Goodbye.